On the surface, I find this story incredible. The Wall Street Journal says Facebook has asked big banks give them financial information about their customers. Good Lord. Ashley, first of all, what information are they asking for?
They want information like card transactions, checking account balances. This is why.
Now, how much money I've got in my checking account? They want to know?
Yeah, they want to know because they want you to be able to see that on your Facebook page or their messenger service. They're trying to increase more engagement, and one of those, they believe, is to hook up with banks and be able to provide your banking information on your Facebook page. The obvious question here is, well, what about privacy? Why should any bank give my information to Facebook if I don't want to? Now, apparently, over the last year, Facebook's been talking to JP Morgan, Chase, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, US Bancorp. One bank has already walked away saying, this is a privacy nightmare, not interested.
Good.
But I can say that banks are under a lot of pressure to build better and more extensive relationships with social media platforms going forward. So some of these banks are entertaining the idea. Facebook wants more people to use their messenger service, so you can quickly check your bank account information on Facebook. Why you can't do it on your bank app, I don't know, but they want you to have more services available with regard to the banking on your Facebook.
Yeah, their privacy protection has not been so state-of-the-art or cinematically picture-perfect. They also want to move into being like the bank of Facebook, where you make payments to your friends over Facebook. They have a license in Europe, in Ireland, to do just that. And so 40% of bank revenues could be at stake from social media trying to move into banking. Amazon has loans for small businesses.
But
so it's a platform technology.
They also say, Facebook, they will not be sharing, they will not use this information so that ads could be targeted at you, or they will share it with third parties.
I don't believe that at all.
That's what they say. Whether you believe it or not is another question.
I don't care what they say.
They say one thing and something else happens.
I don't want a social network knowing my financial situation.
No, right. Let's find out a little bit more about this. Adam Shapiro's in the newsroom. What can you tell us, Adam?
I just want to start off, Connell, with the fact that I have reached out to Facebook. Haven't heard back yet from them. But what the Journal was reporting were perhaps negotiations between Facebook and some of the largest banks, which include JP Morgan Chase, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, US Bancorp, to somehow partner with Facebook so that you could check your bank accounts and maybe even do transactions via the Facebook Messenger app. Now remember, Messenger has 1.3 billion monthly active users, so there's a huge audience there, not only for Facebook, but potentially for bank customers.
Okay, that's it, people. Stop enriching these stupid .coms. Don't confuse convenience with being lazy. You could log into your bank.com. You don't need Facedork for this.
It's really interesting. That's a good point about Venmo. We'll talk more about this. You wonder, business-wise, because we focus so much on privacy that maybe business-wise there is an angle here for Facebook to get into that.
Might be. You know, we talk about Facebook and the Cambridge Analytica problem was like what 83 million people whose data was given to Cambridge Analytica. But then you look at Venmo, which I believe with PayPal. Your data is out there and it's already being used in the ways that perhaps Facebook is trying to partner with.
He's clearly, you don't know PayPal. If you try to look at the source code on the homepage of PayPal without being logged in, it comes out all Phoenician. That's PayPal.
Maybe from a business perspective,
never been hacked.
Logic. I know some people are going to be screaming about privacy, though. What did you think when you saw this, that Facebook wants to get some of our info from the banks?
With Facebook's play in e-commerce, it doesn't surprise me that they want these partnerships with banks. And it also, on the flip side, these banks see mobile commerce and e-commerce as a huge opportunity for them, and they're struggling to get some customers to use their own platforms. Yes, customers are on Venmo, they're on PayPal, but they're not using the bank's, own tools to conduct this commerce on their mobile devices. And so there is an upside for them as well, despite these privacy concerns.
Timing-wise, though, if you see a headline, as we all did in the Journal,
I kind of thought millennials weren't even working.
Saying that Facebook is negotiating with big banks.
The reason they're not using those bank apps is because there's no money in the bank.
Completely opt in. We are not using this information beyond enabling these types of experiences, not for advertising or anything else. So most analysts speculate that the long game here for Facebook is to allow users to buy and sell goods and services over Facebook Messenger, for for example. So if Facebook went in that direction, it would be competing with eBay or Amazon. Facebook does already have partnerships with Amex, and it is allowed, for example, if you have an Amex customer, you can use Facebook to get to the company's representatives if you need customer service. Facebook also has an agreement with PayPal that allows Facebook users to send money through Messenger. But the problem for Facebook is that the company has had two huge data privacy PR problems in the past 2 years. As we know, it is facing these several investigations into its ties over Cambridge Analytica, which accessed data on as many as 87 million Facebook users without consent. And prior to that, of course, 125 million Americans, so half of our voting population, saw an ad that was either created or manipulated by Russian bots prior to our presidential election in 2016. So the Wall Street Journal has reported that these high-profile PR problems made at least one large bank, which the Journal did not name, pull away from talks with Facebook because they just do not want to be part of this PR problem. Now, worth noting, other analysts point out, listen, Alphabet's Google, Amazon, they've also asked banks to share data in order to provide basic banking services on applications, Google's Alexa, or Google's Assistant rather, and Amazon's Alexa. So my takeaway here is that tech has changed pretty much every single industry we talk about, and banking may be next, but if Facebook is going to tie up with these banks, it obviously is going to have to address its trust issues, Melissa.
Yeah, and I
shaky
haven't been
for the
burned
moment.
by Amazon yet, so I'm not,
That's
it's like
right.
a little bit different. Deirdre, thank you.
A lot of people feel that way.
Yeah. Liz Peek and Kevin Kelly are back with us. I mean, I shop online all the time. You go, it says, log in with Facebook. And I'm like, no, forget it. Why would I allow you to be part of this transaction between me and this place that I'm buying something from? It's none of your business. You're going to use and store my data, and you've abused it before. Liz Peek, am I the only consumer? I mean, that's not my professional, that's my mom opinion as a consumer. Do other consumers feel that way?
I think probably a lot of people feel that. The response is sort of, what can possibly go wrong?
Right.
Let me give Facebook all my financial information out there, and I just have to hope it's secure. But you know what, Melissa? Nothing is secure on the internet.
No, it's really true. But Kevin, I already have that relationship with PayPal and
disconnect
Amazon.
once in a while,
Why do I need to do that
reset.
with Facebook too?
Well, you don't. But what Facebook is doing is they're signaling to the market another leg of growth that they're trying to also solidify their business. Because think about
that stock chart that's right next to you right there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
this
Here's
is where
why. Because they know your likes and
capitalism
habits, but they
goes
don't know
askew a
your
little
purchases. Who does? Amazon does. They know your likes, your habits, and your purchases. So all the advertising.
That's why you don't put one of those things in your house.
This is a defensive move that will not take hold, because guess what? As you mentioned, you've already got PayPal. People have Venmo. People can actually send cash through.
PayPal is just a payment processor.
This is a defensive move for them that won't
the most secure one ever.
Guess what? If people
I probably said this earlier in another
they would have done it
segment,
through other programs.